So the final villain of the film. Well, first off, this movie was spoiled in the trailer.
It was. That's the one thing I point out, and I kept telling Joe. I saw the trailers when I went to go see Central Intelligence. It was the one that I saw the last movie. By the way, great movie. Go see it. It's fucking awesome. But no, I went to go see there, and in the final trailer they released, they show off the fact that their intern gets fucking possessed by the main villain who was dead, and you get to see him possess the guy. Yeah. So when I saw that guy on screen, I was like, oh, that guy becomes a ghost.
Not that this film, like, we're worried about spoiling it because it turned out to be a really awful film, but the villain of the film is a guy named Rowan. He's a bellhop that works at a hotel, and apparently he's been bullied in his life. So he wants to bring the fourth cataclysm and bring the form of the Destructor, and somehow he kills himself, and he turns into a ghost. But how he doesn't cross over, how he gets superpowers like that, he becomes as powerful as Gozer.
Yeah.
But he's what? No! That's fucking stupid. And then at one point he says, choose the form of the Destructor. And they throw out legitimate ideas that would make him harmless, and he ignores them. And Patty's character is the one, or Patty says,
something cute and friendly.
Some cute and friendly, like the logo. Or doesn't she just say the Ghostbusters logo?
No, she doesn't.
That little ghost?
No, she just says something cute and friendly.
And then he goes like this?
Okay, he goes like this.
Like this, and they're like, yeah, I'm okay with that. And then he turns not small, just big and mean, and
But he turned into a cartoon.
Yeah, he turned into a cartoon first.
What the fuck was that about?
I don't know.
What the fuck? Why would he turn into a cartoon and then back to CGI?
The film is like a mind fuck.
It is.
It's literally a mind fuck. There's so many things that make no sense. At one point, okay, so let's talk about the climax of the film. Rowan says, meet the real New York, or meet the old school New York. And then I guess the gangs of New York come out like ninjas of the steam with this one circus, tall, skinny guy.
Yeah.
What? Okay, fine. And so then they fight like ninjas. They turn into superheroes, even though they have no military training, no marksman training. They turn into these perfect shots. When in the original film, the Ghostbusters they literally would hit everything except for the ghost because they were amateurs.
Yeah.
And you believe they were amateurs because of what they're doing. And this turns into a comic book movie, a cartoon. It's fucking stupid. So stupid to see. And it's just visual nonsense and CGI and neon lights, and these adults are laughing and they're lapping it up, and it makes me so depressed to see mass audiences just get conned into thinking that this is fucking cool shit.
Whenever I see
What
stuff
happened
like
to
this,
good filmmaking?
No, whenever I see stuff like this, all I have to tell myself is people like Tony Boo Boo, and that was on TV for like 3 years.
There's a point where it gets so stupid, it's so repetitive, like they have no idea what they're doing. There's one film where they open and they zoom in on the F1 license plate, and they open where they're sitting in the car and they're like, this is awesome! And then they drive off. And then later on in the film, there's a scene where the garage opens, this is awesome! It's the same fucking scene, just with one less Ghostbuster in the back seat, and they do the same thing. And I was like, who set up this shot? Did he forget that he just did that shot a while ago?
They didn't watch it. They're like, all right, it's done. Just print.
And I love it has the biggest Deus Ex Machina I've ever seen. So ghosts are pouring out. They do. Okay, hold on. Before that, this girl out of nowhere, she's like, where did that haunting happen? And it's like, oh, at 7th and 10th, 7th and 10th. Wait a minute. Where was that other haunting? Over here. So she gets out a map and she crosses. The other haunting's here, and then another haunting here, and there's no fucking pattern to it at all.
No pattern.
There's no pattern. And then she draws like there's a pattern, and you're like, there's still no fucking pattern here. You just made an X.
You made an X.
Are you saying in the middle of the X there's something gonna happen, and then they actually need to get a fictional made-up books and the exact same X? There's the landlines. The landlines of spirits. The exact, and they overline it, and so that's why. why. So he opened up the middle of the landlines of the spirit world, which is fucking stupid as hell, but okay, fine. Then all the ghosts come pouring out. It's a ghost army of destruction. Look, we're gonna pester the living. We're gonna pester them to death.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of shit. And so it opens up. There's ghosts all over the place. But no, all they have to do is Slimer steals the Ecto-1. He drives off. So then they have to walk the rest of the way, fighting.
No, not walk. They like.
What did they think
wobble.
they were gonna do? They have 4 proton packs with perhaps limited energy, a few pistols and shotguns and ghost chippers and shit, and they're going to fight an army of thousands upon thousands
They
of
only ever
ghosts.
fight like 20.
And okay, so this happens, and then Slimer just conveniently drives back to where they
circles
are,
around.
having fun with Slimette now. There's a female Slimer now.
He's got more ghosts than passengers. Like,
Those
hey,
everybody's having a
hanging
party.
out the window.
And then one of the person's like, well, we could use that. It's basically a nuclear bomb. There's 2, and then it literally shows,
There's a
like, oh, these are 2
nuclear bomb.
nukes. And so the mass audience is like, oh, nukes, okay, cool.
That makes
Oh,
sense,
That
dude.
makes sense.
Nukes kill
So
ghosts.
then somehow they're like, okay, this is the only way to close this portal. And you know what it'll do? It's a complete reversal. Subatomic platonic reversal.
When you
whatever
nuke
she
shit,
said.
it sucks.
Actually, from the original film, right? When you could cross the streams. But now you don't need to cross the streams. You just need to throw the Ecto-1 and its nuclear bomb into it in order to accomplish this. And so I guess upon hearing this, Slimer decides, I'm going to save myself, because for no reason he drives into the hole.
Into the nuke hole.
After that, I'm like, okay, well, how are they going to get the Ecto? How are they going to get control of the Ecto-1 from Slimer and his party of ghosts? No, he just drives in there for them, and then they fire. They're like, okay, aim for the nukes on the Ecto-1, and all 4 girls have perfect aim.
And they shoot
Not only
them.
perfect aim, Joe, but arcing perfect aim. And I'm watching the Ecto-1 go in this home while the arms follow it perfectly and hitting that one spot on the Ecto-1. And then the Ecto-1 explodes. And then the green turns into red, and the red sucks all the ghosts back.
That's how nukes work. They kill ghosts.
The explosion turns into arms. So apparently there's another ghost entity where after you activate him, he brings everybody back in. And so Rowan, who turned into this big fucking logo with this bow tie, where did the bow tie come from?
I don't know.
Where did the fucking bow tie
Basically,
come from?
what happened
Oh, because
was
it was
he
to be
he
cute.
crawled out and he
Okay.
made the little
Bow tie
He
to
made
be cute
this,
and cuddly, and then he turned mean. Okay, fine. So then he's like, oh no, he's too big. This platonic reversal, and the arms can't bring him into the hole, so we have to shoot him.
I remember where the bow tie came from. Her very first outfit. They even pointed out way at the beginning of the movie, world's smallest bow tie, and they even make a little point of it.
So stupid.
It's so
That was
dumb.
a terrible connection.
That's where it's from, though. It's the
not.
same bow tie.
No, it's fucking not, Dale. No, it's not the same bow tie. God damn it, you just ruined my point. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you, see, the movie has made you stupider for having watched it.
It is the same bow tie.
Stupider for having watched. But anyway, so they, I can't even remember what. So they shoot him in the fucking nuts.
Yeah, all of them.
They shoot him in the
all
balls.
of them were like, oh,
That's where we're
shoot him.
supposed to shoot, right?
Right.
Fuck, man. And their
Right in the
balls.
balls.
What the fuck was
Hilarious.
that about?
And he's like,
Oh, I'm a ghost.
my ghost balls.
Yeah.
I turned my ghost balls.
He's like, no.
My Ghostbusters logo balls. Because all logos have balls.
I don't even have legs but my balls.
And so then he flies into but not before grabbing Melissa McCarthy. So he's like, oh, and he grabs Melissa McCarthy, and she goes into the astral plane, and it's just green, and it's whoa, and then no, Melissa's character, what's the character's name? Abby's like, no, my friend. So she grabs a wire, whatever, from her trap, and she, grabs it, and she's running. And even though there's like, concrete rebar and benches and shit floating around, and somehow none of them seem to hit her. She runs headlong into all this debris and jumps into the astral plane, and having no idea what it'll do to her and rip her apart. But she goes in the astral plane, and then she turns into fucking Ghostbuster Superman, and she's flying, and she's like, whoa! And there's this effect, like she's moving so fast.
And she's not even.
And I'm like, what the
It was
fuck is
so
happening?
bad green screen, dude. It was the worst green screen I've
My
ever
eyeballs are
seen.
melting and my brain is melting through my ears. And she's flying and she's like, I'm gonna kill Melissa. And she grabs Melissa and she goes, I'm sorry I left you behind. I'll never leave you behind again.
And then they
explode.
And their hair
candy
gets
comes from their bodies.
What?
And
I don't remember that part.
But that's what this movie was like. It was like, he turns into a fucking cartoon, Joe. The villain turns into a fucking cartoon. Okay, and so she grabs her and she pulls her back through. And here's another thing. She pulls her back through the portal and their hair turns white.
For no reason.
For no fucking reason at all.
You're like,
No, they don't even talk about it. They're like, whoa. And then the next scene,
Like, what year is it?
they don't even make mention of it. And then they're like, they get new hair color in the very next scene. One hair, oh, your hair's like Garfield, huh? You colored your hair. Well, why did you turn white in the first place? I don't know. I don't know. Tell me why her hair turned white.
It was for the mile-a-minute jokes. That's all it was for.
But it doesn't.
handle it, that's
Who?
why.
That was like, it's like some grip was walking by and was like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if their hair turned white right now? And they were like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck? Is it because girls like to change their hair color all the time? Are they trying to say something sexist about women? Look at, their hair's so cool. Look, it's white right now. That's so cool. Oh, now it's orange. You turn like Garfield. That's so funny.
But not the
Well,
cat.
you're being
Not
fucking sexist to your own audience. I don't understand why their hair changed color and they did nothing with it. Why?